Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hacker Rank C++ series. We have been covering the competitive programming questions on the Hacker Rank platform. For the C++ programming section, we have covered many programs till now. Let us move ahead with the next question. Actually, the next question is about virtual function, and after that we have polymorphism. But before solving these questions, it is better if we can go with the vectors problems first, because to solve these two questions, vectors knowledge is required. So first we cover some vectors programs, which are easy also compared to virtual functions and polymorphism. So in this video, we will be discussing the vectors solved problems. So, so the problem statement for this question is about we have been given with n integers. We need to sort them in the ascending order and print the elements in the sorted order. So the we already discussed how we can use the arrays for storing elements, sorting and accessing all those things. But we will be looking at vectors in this program. So vectors are very similar to arrays, but they are very much useful because of their dynamic size. Means vectors can change in their size depending on the element insertion and deletion. So we will go through some of the basics of vectors over here. The declaration of vector is given by vector keyword followed by data type specification, like whether it is for int, char, float, double, string, whatever it is. Then we need to specify this v as a vector name, which is identifier, and we can get the size of the vector directly by using size function. Vector dot size means vector name dot size will return us the size of the vector. We can use the inbuilt function push underscore back for pushing an integer or element to vector. Uh, Pushback is very much similar for inserting element into vector, and popping means removing the element, means removing the last element from the user is by using a pop back. Pop underscore back will remove the last element from the vector. And remember, whenever we do the pushback, the size increases by 1 and pop back will reduce the size by 1. So the sort function, which is necessary for doing this program, is also given by the inbuilt is also inbuilt function. So sort function takes two parameters, vector dot begin and vector dot end. That is uh, from where to till where we need to sort. We need to specify that as a in the sort function. If we specify it as v dot begin comma v dot end, it will sort the whole array. Means v dot begin specifies for the first element, v dot end for the last element. And this is about the problem which we are solving. The input format is first line will be containing n. You can see in the sample input over here. The n stands for the number of elements which we are going to insert into the vector. The elements are 1, 6, 10, 8, 4, for example. That elements are followed by this n value. That is, after 5 on the next line, we will be having these 5 values. The required output is sorted order of these 5 elements. That is 1, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are in the ascending order that we need to do. That is our job. So let us try to read the code. First, we need to have a n. Let us say we will be having int n. We will have read the n from the input terminal using cin. We will have a int I as a int as a iterator for the vectors. Let's have vector. Let's create a vector first to store the elements. Vector of the type int means we are creating a vector which can hold integer values. We can specify the size. We can specify the size using uh, this format. That is the name of the vector in the bracket, the size of the vector. Let's have a for loop so that we can read the elements. We are reading each element. The reading of elements and storing them in the vector is very similar to arrays, same like as we access the array index. We are reading it from input terminal using cin function and storing it at the vector's ith element. I specifies the index or iterator of the vector. After storing that, we need to use the sort function to sort the element because our task here is to sort the element in the ascending order. So let's have v dot begin, v dot end. Means we are sorting the elements from the beginning of the vector to end, from first element to the last element. Later, we need to have for same for loop for printing the sorted elements. We have already sorted the elements. We just need to print them using the for loop. Now we will be using cout to print the vector element. Printing of vector element is also the same. We need to access the element using index as we do in the arrays. There are other way also to access the vector elements. We will be looking at them in the upcoming videos. So this will do the job. Let's run it and see. Sample test case have been passed. Let's submit the code. All the test case, including hidden test cases, have been passed. The program is working properly. Thank you.